Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I've got another makeup tutorial for you, inspired this time by my favorite color. Long-time viewers will immediately know what color I'm talking about. So let's get started. And as per usual, we're starting with an eye primer, but I am applying it a little bit weirdly, I guess. I'm applying a pale primer from my eyebrow downwards, and I'm also going to apply it in my inner corner. My skin is oily. I do want primer all over the eyelids, but I also want, part of the eyelids to really be nice and dark burgundy-ish. Catrice, according to the hardware store. But I don't want that color in the areas that I want to be pale. Then it's time to add the purple-ish Catrice shade. Any form of like warm toned purple will do, really. I'm not that picky. But anyways, I'm just applying this on my lid and then blending it together with the primer that was already there. To give that nice smoky effect. Wow, I almost tapped myself in the eye with the back of my brush. Now I'm going to use a quite firm blending brush, not too big, not too small, and I wanted to say mainly and mostly at the same time, that doesn't work. Anyway, I wanted to apply that mostly on my outer corner, so the color is mainly the deepest up there. And the reason I applied a primer first before even starting with this color is very simply because any and all eyeshadows, in my experience, tend to go a little bit less opaque when you apply them over top of a paler primer. And I really want the intensity to be there. So having the dark primer already there just makes sure that I do get that nice intensity. And out of curiosity, how are you with your favorite colors? Like, do you have a favorite color? If so, let me know in the comments. Do you have a favorite color, and does that favorite color actually like come back in like your house? Because for me, my favorite color, well, I didn't even particularly look for stuff in my favorite color. It just sort of happened. So yeah, I have my floor in that color, or at least half of my floor, my laundry baskets, and also my wall, or at least one of my walls. Which is actually also the wall that is featured in both my beginning of the video animation and also in the end card. I don't know, like it sort of didn't even happen on purpose. My favorite color just seems to like toss itself at me randomly. Just moving to a brow bone highlight real quick in a nude shade, matte. Now, I obviously want to get it nice and blended, because this is supposed to be a smoky look, and part of a smoky look is blending. So I'm just grabbing a soft pink shade, stepping off the brush really well, and then applying that shade with my big fluffy blender between the burgundy and the brow bone highlights. And then just, you know, the usual windshield wiper motions, just until everything is nice and smooth up there. Now, I pulled you up a little bit closer so you can properly see the color. I, as usual, lied in the flat lay of the products I was going to use, because this is actually a different palette. But I suddenly decided that instead of going for my usual thing of going for a very pale inner corner, I want something shimmery but slightly darker. So I grabbed a different palette, and this is what we're going for now. Okay, I think we're good with the eyeshadows now. Next up is an eyeliner. I want a smoky liner, so I'm going to go for a gel liner. Because it's easier to smoke out, obviously, than a liquid one. Yeah, it doesn't require a lot of explanation though, so I'll just show you. Enjoy! And with enjoy, I actually meant enjoy my struggle using a gel liner that I use so very often, that I completely forgot that it is completely dried out. But yeah, it's on there. We're gonna blend it though with a black eyeshadow, because this is just too dry to properly blend still. Whoopsie. Now I'm just using the exact same brush as I was using a moment ago with the dried out gel liner. And you're sort of smudging it around the liner. I really want a smudgy liner. I don't want this to become too smoky, and I know myself, if I use a bigger brush, then I will end up with a full-on black smoky eye with some hints of purple left, and I don't want that. So I'm just sticking to the eyeliner brush so I'm sure that I can apply it precisely. I'll show you the cleanup on this eye because it needs more cleanup. But I've just applied some makeup remover on an angled brush. I'm very carefully just sharpening everything up. And then just removing the rest of the fallout, obviously. Okay, I feel like this time the face makeup actually will add to the tutorial as a whole. However, I always feel like applying foundation is just the most boring thing ever in a tutorial. So I'm gonna do it really quickly off camera and I'll be right back. And the foundation is on there. I really would wish that it would go as quick in real life. Anyway, yeah, onto concealer. Now, as you can tell, the concealer makes a huge difference. What I always like to do is apply it literally below my eye, not directly underneath it. Just because I always feel like if I really apply it really directly underneath my eye, it always looks, I don't know, a little bit more cakey and wrinkly. Anyway, what I do then is to just get my hair out of the way. And apply or grab a little bit of the already applied concealer and then just draw a nice line here. I never want to use too much up there because I always feel like if I use too much it's just going to bulk up next to the wing and look terrible, and then it's like too close to the wing to properly blend it out without touching the wing, and it's just really frustrating, so I try to prevent that. And then I can just blend out the rest of it with the large side of the brush. And I've also powdered. Now I'm just blending this corner a little bit more because I want it to be a little bit more blended. And keep in mind, you know, even though my tutorials are a little bit more structured, there's really nothing wrong with going back and forth between steps. Like, it's not like once you start the face base that you cannot touch the eyeshadow anymore. And now we're here anyways, we can also just finish the eye look while we're at it. I'm just going to grab a little bit of the black eyeshadow and apply it extremely carefully. Why is my other mirror never aimed at my face? I don't know either. And just very carefully apply it in the outer corner. And dragging it inwards. I'm obviously doing everything within my power to prevent fallout. Why does this eye always turn out darker? I don't know. Darkening up the other eye while I'm at it. And then I'm just going to grab the little brush that I just used for the fixing up part. Why is there an eyelash in there? Things are never cooperating. Anyway, with that I'm just going to first blend this out a little bit more. And then I'm going to go into a combination of the burgundy shade and the pink shade. So like the darker shade and the crease blending shade. Really tap it off well. By the way, I've done my acrylic claws again. I feel so much more complete with stiletto claws, even though the color totally doesn't fit with this eye look. Let's ignore that. Anyway, and then I'm going to use that to blend the bottom lid. Make sure to pull your skin tight there by just making a weird face. If you're younger than me, that's probably not as necessary, but I don't want to accentuate my wrinkles. And just make sure it's nice and soft. And then before I forget, I'm also just going to highlight the inner corner with a shimmery white shade. Then just some contour, blush and highlight. And that's on there. Yeah, I'm just going to quickly do my eyebrows as well, and meanwhile inform you of what I've put on my face, because we're efficient here. Now, usually I don't go for a monochromatic look, because I always feel like it becomes more of a statement thing rather than a normal makeup. However, you guessed it, this time I went for monochromatic. So I used a burgundy blush and also a highlight that has burgundy tones in it. And also straight up glitter, because I felt like it. Okay, my eyebrows didn't really need a lot of work, admittedly, because I hennaed them yesterday and I also hennaed my hair. Yes, hennaing is a word now that we just use, as I don't even know what it is in English, like a word like walking and like doing something. Wow. I should really learn shit like that, huh? Anyway, that's also my excuse, by the way, for the weird stains up my forehead. That's also henna. There's also henna all over my desk. Like, you literally don't want to see this place. It's disgusting. However, let's move on to lashes. Now, because I want to go for fluffy lashes, I'm going to go for fluffy lashes. That sounded a lot more logical in my head. I mean, it is kind of logical, but it sounded a lot less. Anyway, point being, I'm going to go for fluffy lashes. You probably got that point. My contact lenses are going to despise me. But it'll be worth it, I hope. As you can tell, it makes rather a big difference, these lashes. By the way, with my contact lenses, I think it's something with like the weight of the lashes pushing down on my eyelid and on my lens, that my lenses just, they get irritated quicker this way. I'm not an eye expert, I have no idea why it is really. But anyways, yeah, they're really huge, really fluffy, and they really give the nice glam effect that I'm going for. And now they're both on there. I gotta say though, just some bit of advice. If you're a beginner with makeup and you're really not used to wearing false lashes, go for a smaller pair, because, you know, I love big fluffy lashes for glam looks. In general, I just stabbed myself with my own nails. Ow. I just love big lashes was my point. But if you're not used to the weight and the feel of big false eyelashes on your eyelids, you're going to be walking around like this before too long. Which isn't charming and also isn't very pleasant for yourself. It might even give you wrinkles, come to think of it. So yeah, you know, if you're a beginner with wearing falsies, start out with smaller ones so you get used to it first. But yeah, with that out of the way, I'm just going to move to my waterline, because I want it to be burgundy, but I completely forgot about my entire waterline's existence as usual. Anyway, with that also done, I'm just going to blend my own lashes with the falsies by applying some mascara. And then some mascara on the bottom lashes, because let's face it, with this on top, the bottom lashes better play along. Okay, not that I don't appreciate a little bit of sunshine, but like I would have appreciated it more if the sun would have waited until it was done filming. Okay, as long as I keep sitting exactly here, then the sun is actually behind the windowsill and not on my face. On the bright side, the only thing that's left to do is some lipstick, and then we're done. And that leaves us with the final result. And yes, to go for a full monochromatic look, you would need to do burgundy lips rather than nude. However, I have this really bad habit of chewing on my lips when they're dry, which they usually are. And I pulled skin off and it's a bit wounded now. And I don't want to attract too much attention to my lips because they look pretty terrible down here. So yeah, I went for nudes because that's more of a camouflage color. And also it fits my hair. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. I personally really like how this look turned out, if I may say so myself. It turned out the way I planned. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button, it would really help me out. And if you want to see more from videos, you can always subscribe to my channel. I do a video once per week and it's just usually a makeup tutorial, but it can also be a vlog. In case any of you were wondering why there's a unicorn in my background this week, well, I always try to put something there that is like in tune with the tutorial. However, I could really not break down my wall to put it there, to have something burgundy-ish there. So instead I decided to put my unicorn there just because it's really cute and that's my logic, okay? It's cute so it can be there because it doesn't not fit with the look, I guess. Yeah. So there's that. If you want to know exactly what I used on my face today, you can find it below in a list. And that's all I have to say for now. Yeah. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful day and I hope to see you next time. Bye.